Good morning, Chris. It's good to see you again. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Just doing fine.
Yes, it looks like you're having nice weather in Malawi. What's the temperature like today?
Today is sunny, with some clouds here and there, but the weather is just quite good.
Good.
Yeah.
And did you get the chickens for the chicken coops?
Yes, we got the chicken coops. It's about a week now. It is now under progress of layering it, and the people are busy. The volunteers, the caretakers for the portrait, they're just very busy since it is at the beginning. They are spending the night there to make sure that the chicks are not dying.
Yeah. Are the people excited?
The community is just very excited because it is their first time to have such type of income generating activity.
Wow, that's so cool. So when do we expect the chicks to start laying eggs?
For the broilers, it will take 6 weeks, and for the chickens to start laying eggs, it takes about 6 months.
Okay, so just to clarify for our church family, there's broiler chickens and then there's the layers. And the layers will take 6 months, you say, till they lay eggs. And the
Yes.
broilers only take 6 weeks until they're ready to be sold. Is that correct?
Yes. After within the 6 weeks is when we will start selling. Uh, since we have about 200, we have started with 200, and we are expecting to start selling it after 6 weeks. Start getting more money to run the poultry keeping project.
Okay, so the broilers will be sold, and that money will go back in to support like food for the chicks, feed, and paying the
Yes,
security guard, for example, right?
yes.
Okay, and then when the layers start laying eggs in 6 months, what will you do with the eggs?
We'll be selling the eggs, and some eggs will be feeding the children. Those who are malnourished, they will be supported with eggs so that their immune system can be boosted. And those who are just malnourished, their nutrition status are going to be improved as well.
That's wonderful.
So,
And you're hoping that we can build two more chicken coops soon. Is that right?
yes, that is our expectation. Since we are working with 6 villages, and so far we have supported 2 villages, and once we start another 2 villages coming together, having their own income generating of poultry. That is our expectation.
Good.
Yes.
And how long does it take from when we give you the money until you could have two more chicken coops built and running? How long did it take for the first two?
Since we are in the season where there is no rain, it can take us about a month to build the poultry close, and after finishing constructing, it can just take the 2 to 3 weeks to book the chicks so that it can come to the poultry coop, and it just take very few months to start implementing it.
So a couple of months from when you get the money, you could have it up and running.
Yes,
Okay.
definitely.
And
Yes.
and how many eggs do you expect each coop to produce once the layers are laying?
It Since we have enough feed for for the chickens, we'll be expecting that one chicken can manage to give us 2 to 3 eggs per day, since we have more nutritious feeds for the chicks. And for the 300 uh, broilers, I mean layers, we can expect to be having around 600 on average. On
Wow.
average, within 2 days, we can have 600, and since is a profitable business, we are expecting to clothe many children, to provide school uniforms to many school kids, uh, with so many things.
So many big dreams. So 300 layers, is that 300 layers total in both coops put together?
No, it is separate.
Okay, so right now there's 600 layers, and we're
Yes,
expecting to get 600 eggs from each coop. So that's almost 1,200 eggs a day
yes,
for the
yes,
two villages currently.
yes.
And how many broiler chickens do we have in there
So far 300.
in each coop?
Yes, in each.
So it's 300 layers and 300 broilers in each coop.
Yes,
Well,
yes.
this is fantastic, and what a blessing it could be. So, church family, just to review, this is really exciting because the first chickens have come in last week. We've got 1,200 chickens, 600 layers, 600 broilers. Now they're separated into two different chicken coops, but we built them in the same property. So the villages are sharing these two coops in the same property. It helps to save some money on some of the infrastructure we had to build, as well as having a security guard. The eggs will then be able to be given to children. And if you go to Malawi, if you go down to southern Malawi, you will find there is no protein in the diet there. They eat a lot of basically a meal from corn, but there's no meat, there's no protein. And so these eggs are the only protein these kids will have in their diet. So we're really excited to be able to help improve the nutrition quality. This will help them do better at school. This will help their immune systems, help them to live longer. It's a blessing across the board. Then they'll sell the broilers to maintain. And we've been working with Chris. There's a whole committee. How big is the committee, Chris, that's helping you with
You mean what?
the committee for the chicken coop? It's like 20 people working together, correct?
Yes, it's 20 people working together, since we are operating in 2 villages where this program is going to benefit, and each village has 10 committee members, and another village has 10 committee members. When we add to them, when we add them, it comes to 20 people. They are working so tirelessly to ensure that the project is succeeding.
And FMI's director over Africa, which is DC, he's working with you, Chris, to help make sure that the committee is thinking about all the different things they need to think about, all the risk planning, to make sure there's some extra money being set aside in case repairs are needed, to make sure that it's not just sustainable, but we're able to actually grow this and perhaps even increase the number of chickens in the coops, because there's room for some more as the time goes on. So we're really excited about that and seeing this grow. And by building 2 more chicken coops, we're going to help 2 more villages. So we still need to raise almost $7,000. So I ask you to just pray about how God's calling you to give to this important ministry as we help brothers and sisters down in Malawi, not only for the nutrition of the kids, but also the profits will go to help buy school uniforms, to put kids into school. It's just going to be so many dreams they have that we can help come true. And there will also be a spiritual implication, as Chris is a pastor. He's got many churches. And through the work that we're doing, it helps him to have an even greater influence there and helping lead people back to God, to put their trust in him as they see him providing through the church. So thank you so much for giving to this ministry. Thank you again, Chris. And we'll talk to you again next week.
Thank you very much. God bless you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.